when you're trying to grow holistically and just become better as a man, when you got goals, aspirations, and dreams, whatever you're a part of, you're going to naturally add value to it because you're growing and evolving and you're starting to see things different. And speaker, you ever been around somebody and you could tell by how they speak, you're like, oh no, my man really growing, right? And then you've been around people, you could tell how they speak, he bullshit, right? Y'all can sense it, we men, like y'all can sense it, right? Like in the good book it says, man, in James chapter 1 it says, consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, when you face trials of any kind, because the testing of your faith goes on to produce perseverance. Perseverance must finish its race so that you may be complete and lacking nothing. Romans 8:28 says, and we know that all things work to the good of those who love the Lord, who are called according to his will and his purpose, right? If you hear something like that, and holistically, you're not in the space and place of spiritual growth, you're going to hear it and be like, whatever. Yeah, that sounds cute, cliche, whatever. But if you're growing holistically and you hear something like that and something happens to your child, something happens to your spouse, now you can speak and see the situation from a totally different perspective. Now you can be there and support your wife. Now you can speak to your children in a different manner. Now as a man, your posture and disposition is totally different. That's why when you try to tell a cat, bro, it ain't just about the growth. As an athlete, can we go into the weight room, be on a diet plan and get strong? Sure, cat look like a Greek god. Come on, you can see a cat go work out. You're like, my man look like a Greek god and can be a straight jelly bean. Talking about my man, a jelly bean, like my man, hollow. I'm talking about hard on the outside, soft. I'm talking about a jelly bean. But if you growing spiritually, I'm talking about for real, like if you really on a path to growth, bro, you look at what you do differently. You process it differently. That's why you can have a cat with talent, skill, and a wrong perspective about what they do. You can have a cat that's not as talented, not as skilled, with the correct perspective about what they do. They'll annihilate them every day of the week. Not because the talent and the skill, the perspective is in order about what they're working for and what they're a part of. They view it totally different. You got a cat with skill, talent, all the gifts in the world, wrong perspective. My man can't get on track. He can't get right. My man can't get right to save his life. Then you can have a cat that's not as talented. Like in Maverick, Top Gun Maverick, he didn't pick Hangman not because he wasn't the most talented and skilled. He had the talent. He had the skill. But he picked Rooster because he knew, man, if it really go down, Hangman might be there. But I know Rooster gonna be there. Like I know for a fact he dependable. Like I could trust my man. That's the difference between generational, one day your kids, they kids getting taken care of, or nah, I want to do it, got the talent. I don't know if I could trust him. You see what I'm saying? But when you growing, perspective different, language different. They say something to you, you could pick up what they putting down, put it in alignment with what you're doing, continue on your quest of growth.